call to the member for Fisher.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Released today, Foodbank's hunger report reveals that nearly 200,000 Queensland families went an entire day without eating in the past year. Prime Minister, why are people going hungry under Labor when the Prime Minister promised, and I quote, "No one held back and no one left behind"?
The call to the Treasurer. To the Prime Minister.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for his question. And as the Treasurer has just told the House, it's somewhat perplexing how in Tactics Committee, when someone came up with the question of let's ask about Foodbank, someone didn't go, well, actually, what might be a little bit uncomfortable is the fact that we ripped out $20 million per year out of funding for Foodbank.
Order.
Order.
So no. Members on my left are going to cease interjecting. There's far too much noise in the chamber. The Prime Minister's been asked a question. He's going to be given the respect of being heard in silence.
So we now have, of course, you've got to listen to, sometimes it's the interjections where you get the unplugged views of those opposite. And we just had, this is about a report from Foodbank, from the Leader of the Opposition. So don't worry about the fact that we ripped money out of Foodbank, unlike this government that have provided additional money for services to make a difference. Just like in my previous answer, the member for Durack interjected that paying people in aged care to look after our oldest Australians better and childcare to look after the youngest Australians was unsustainable. That was the interjection, and she nods correctly there. That was the view. Just like yesterday, the member for Wright interjected across that funding public housing and looking after people in the housing sector and increasing rental assistance wasn't necessary under the former government because there wasn't an issue. We didn't need a housing minister under them.
The Prime Minister, on a point of the Prime Minister will pause, and I'll hear from the Leader of the Opposition.
A point of order on relevance, Mr Speaker. Sledging the opposition does not answer the question,
which
is about.
Yeah, I've been precisely trying to deal with points of order. That kind of language is completely unacceptable. When a broad question about no one held back, no one left behind, is part of the question, of course the Prime Minister is going to go pretty broad with his answer. These questions all week have been completely broad. So if you're asking a very broad question and then you want me to do relevance, but you want me to do relevance on a narrow question as well, the Prime Minister is being directly relevant, and if you ask a very broad question, you're going to get a very broad answer.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. Sometimes they're a bit beyond help from the hints, Mr Speaker. But what we hear from those opposite, when they actually get off the script that they stand up and read, when they actually interject across the chamber, is their real views. And their real views are contemptuous about the needs of the Australian people. That's right. Their real views are contemptuous. Whether it's about housing, whether it's about Foodbank, whether it's about paying aged care and childcare workers properly, they're contemptuous of the needs. And then they come in here and pretend, having voted against every single cost of living measure that we have put forward, every measure, they come in here and pretend to care. Well, the truth is that the Australian people are onto them. They're onto them. And that's why on May the 3rd they voted for a government that would actually protect people and look after people's living standards, not just oppose every cost of living measure.
Authorised by Andrew Wallace, LNP, Boccarina, Queensland.